Thanks to Blazing Boost for sponsoring this video. The reason why I vouch for Blazing and I am happy to have them as a sponsor is that I genuinely think that they can help a lot of players in the community who just don't have time. Many gamers have jobs, families, and it's normal to be left behind, especially on Destiny 2. If you don't want to share your account, which can be understandable, you can just purchase Sherpas and play with great teammates in order to become a better player too. I believe in their service, they're really nice as I speak with the management often, and they have over 7,500 reviews on Trustpilot with 5 stars. You can't go wrong, trust me. If you ever experience any issues, their support will be there. Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be explaining and showing you some tips for controller players if you guys are on controller. This works for console as well, so these tips will be handy. If you're a keyboard and mouse player, probably not the best video for you, but it could be quite interesting, so make sure you watch till the end. And I just got one quick announcement. We have actually started a brand new organisation, myself and Eludaz, called Team Remorse. Now Team Remorse, as you can see in the top left, is going to be sort of a team like G1 Primal where we upload content over on the team channel. So I'll leave all the links in the description, and if you could check that out, I would appreciate it a lot. But if you are new and you've not seen a video of mine before, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications so you guys don't miss an upload, and let's jump straight into it. So the one tip I'm going to start with in a second. Let me load into a private match so I can show you this, guys, best as I can. Now, controllers are always going to be at a disadvantage, especially on PC, obviously. Now, there's a reason for that, and I'm going to show you exactly why that is the case. So let's jump into just a private match, and I'll explain. Now, I've played at some high-level sort of PvP, face it, that sort of thing, and I've done a few tournaments, so I know sort of how it works on controller, and obviously I play PC myself, so I've got to fight against this every day. Now, hand cannons are obviously the meta, so I'm going to explain it with the meta and show you a few tips that may help you improve as a player, because I know this helped my game improve pretty much drastically, and I have become a lot better player from doing these things. So now, the first tip I want to give you guys is actually a mod. Now, the mod I want to show you guys is traction. Traction grants increased mobility and tighter radius while sprinting. Now, without this mod, I want to show you how it sort of is. As you can see, it's kind of sort of stuck. It's not really. You guys probably won't be able to tell, but if you try this on your own sort of game, you'll feel a massive difference. Like aiming in, it's quite quick, not that best. And one thing you will struggle with is landing your shots perfectly with this without this mod, sorry. So if I slide this corner and I want to aim in this door, pretty much without traction, your aim's going to be quite off, as you can see when I try and do it. So I'll try again. As you can see, sliding in, aiming in, it can be quite difficult to line it up perfect. However, if you put this mod on, traction, because it does have a tighter turn radius while sprinting, you feel a lot more secure, sort of clunky, and you can actually just lock on instantly sort of to where you want to. Now, I'm not sure whether this is just something that you get used to, but it is going to grant obviously that plus mobility anyway, so it's a great mod to use either way. But for me, I just feel like my shots are a lot more on point, especially with a sniper as well. Sniping, this is a massive one. As you can see with traction, it's sort of quite quick. If I take this off, take traction off, then it's sort of slower. It's a lot more heavy. The sniper feels a lot heavier. You can't flick shot as easy as you can with obviously traction. So that is why it's a good thing to run with traction. Not only that, shotgunning with traction so much better, guys. As you guys know, I'm a shotgun main, so shotgunning, this is one for me. Now, if you're a controller player, it can be quite difficult to sort of lock on when jumping compared to a keyboard, and I just want to show you the difference between a keyboard and obviously a controller, because not that many people play obviously PC, but this is sort of what you can do on obviously keyboard. This isn't even a fast mouse either, like my sensitivity is not that quick. As you can see, just quickly turning 180 like that. If I try and do a 180 with a controller, this is how long it takes. Like, it's crazy, the difference. So people that say controllers are overpowered are just pretty much deluded. Like the aim assist on snipers as well, you got to take into consideration a lot of things, guys, like mobility. Yes, snipers are probably better on a controller just because of the aim assist, but you're taking away a whole lot of mobility. And to be honest, I'd rather have mobility than aim assist. Like aim assist doesn't actually do that much for any other weapons, that sort of thing. But that is number one tip. My next tip, and one that a lot of people are not using, is this here. And it's so important to change this, guys, as quickly as possible. Now, I used to run 8 sensitivity all the time for years because I thought 10 was too fast. I come over to PC and someone said you need to try out 10. So I thought I'll try it out. I tried it and kept persevering. Like I said, it's going to take a long time to sort of change this. But trust me, it's going to help in the long run. Having 10 mobility, even though it's still slow, look at that, like turning still slow. Having it on 8 were just incredibly slow. You weren't going to beat anyone in a gunfight. So that is another tip I want you guys to be using on controller. Like I said, some of these tips are really simple, and obviously a lot of people watching this may already know this, but for some new players, these are some tips that will help you, especially if you're transferring over from console to PC. Now the next one is going to be a mod for the hand cannons and any weapon you're sort of jumping in the air with. Now, Icarus grip, improve accuracy while airborne. This, one of the most important hand cannon sort of tips I can give you guys. Make sure you're running this always, because without this your shot is going to be all over the place in the air. Now if I take this mod off, you guys probably can't see, it's quite hard to show you obviously without a person being there, but if I was to jump, say there was a person there, if I was to jump on a controller, you can kind of see it. If you see how the crosshair moves up and down like that, the red dot in the middle is called bloom. So that bloom really does mess you up, especially when you're trying to do a quick fight against some good players. So putting this Icarus grip on really does help in air accuracy, and it will help you hit your shots. As you can see, it's still there, the bloom, but trust me, if there's a guy there, there's pretty much a double chance of hitting them. I'd say it's a 50% more increase, in my opinion, that you're going to hit them with Icarus grip rather than without. Now this last tip that I'm going to show you is going to be for PC only, and this is going to be for people that do not play 105 field of view. A lot of people that I ask that come off from console to play, as you guys can see, playing one at like 90 is like console. So this is like console, your guns are really high, and I just want to show you something. So we're going to look at this doorway here. This is on 90 field of view. Let me change this back to 105 and you guys are going to see the difference. Look at that. As you can see so much more, and you can see more of your enemies. So say if I was, let's say there was an enemy here, right where I'm stood right now, he's stood here. So let me chuck that nade. This is 105 field of view, so you guys can see sort of that grenade there. Now if we go to 90, there's going to be a massive difference. It's going to put you at a massive disadvantage that not a lot of people know about. As you can see, it's just pretty much got a lot smaller, and you can't really see around that corner as well, rather than being on 105, and that's just a massive disadvantage in my opinion. I know a lot of people like to play 90 because it feels like console, but trust me, playing 105 if you're shotting or sniping is going to help you, because you can see more of the map, therefore you can see more around you and you will be able to spot enemies a lot easier. Now the only fault playing 105 is that it takes a long time to get used to sort of the distance away from enemies, because enemies are going to look a lot further away than they actually are. So let's say if someone was stood there, from 105 it does look quite far away. If we drop that down to 90, as you can see, this is like how close they actually are. So getting used to that is going to be a massive sort of over-accomplishment, but once you've done it, it's going to be for the better. That's pretty much all the controller tips I have. If you guys have any more, leave them down in the comment section. I'm going to leave you with some gameplay of me running traction, 105 field of view, and you can see sort of how I play with this shotgun class and how it has helped compared to how I used to play with a shotgun on console and controller. But like I said, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. Let's try and aim for 50 likes on today's video, and check out the brand new Team Remorse channel. They've just uploaded a video explaining what Remorse is and everything like that. So good luck, and as always, I will catch you in the next one.